In this lab, we'll use the nested query structure and the union operation to retrieve either the instructors. Will show ID, name and department name of the instructors who taught at least 2 courses in 2019, or the students show ID, name and department name of the students who have taken 2 or more courses in 2019. We know that we can take the union of the same attributes. So that's why we are selecting ID, name and department name from instructors table and ID, name and department name from students table. And the instructors who have taught at least 2 courses in 2019 and the students who have taken 2 or more courses in 2019. So let's look at the instructor table. So the primary key is the instructor ID and the name, department name and salary. Let's look at the teachers table. So the teachers table where year equal 2019. So we can see that instructor 10101 teaches CS 101 and CS 347. And 22222 teaches physics 101. 76766 teaches bio 101. Instructor ID 83821 teaches CS 190 in section ID 1 and 2. So 83821 teaches the same course but in different sections. And instructor ID 98345 teaches EE 181, Electrical Engineering 181. So let's look at the query part. So now if we select distinct course ID, just a second, I'll show you. If we select distinct course ID, so we don't want the course ID to repeat, and ID from teachers where year equal 2019 and we group by ID the instructor ID having count of ID greater than 1. So select distinct course ID from teachers where year equal 2019. Let's see what that gives. So we have distinct course ID and instructor ID. So we can see that the instructor ID 101 teaches CS 101 and CS 347, and the other instructors teach only one course. So we want to pull out this 10101. So we want so if we do, so once we have done this, select distinct course ID from teachers, that gives this. And to pull out the ID, we need to do select ID from, in the bracket we will have this, and group by ID having count of ID more than 1. So we are counting the IDs which are more than 1. So we want 10101. Let's see what that gives. We need to remove this bracket. Yes, 10101. So now we want to what we want to do, and once we have selected this ID from the table 10101, we want to look at that ID in the instructor table, and we want to select ID, name, department name. Select ID, comma, name, comma, department name from instructor via ID in this table. So when we run that, we get ID 10101, instructor name Srini Vashan, and department name Computing Science. Now we have done the first part, and we want to do the second part now. The second part, let's look at the student table. We have in the student table, the student ID is the primary key, and then we have student name, department name, and the total credit. And let's look at the text table for the year 2019. So in the text table, student ID, course ID, section ID, semester, and year. These 5 attributes make the primary key, and there is grade as well. So when we look at these students over here, we want to pull out the student ID which takes who takes the more than one course. So we can see that 00000 takes CS347 in 2019. 00001 takes CS347 in 2019. 00128 takes CS101 and CS347 in year 2019. And 12345 takes CS101, CS190, CS347 in 2019. And 44553 takes Physics 101 in 2019. 54321 takes CS101 and CS190 in year 2019. 76543 takes CS101, EE181 in year 2019. 98765 takes CS101 in 2019. 9899988 takes Bio 101 in 2019. So we want to pull out the IDs which is our the students who have taken more than one course. So that's 0018, 128, 12345, 54321, and yeah. So those are the 1 student, 2 student, and 3 students. So we have 3 students. So let's see what our SQL says. So Control C. So we want to select distinct course ID and student ID from takes where year equal 2019. Let's see what that gives. So Yes, so we have so in this table we get student ID and the distinct course IDs. So by looking, 98988 is one course, 00128 is one course, 12345 is one course, 45678 is one course, 54321 is one course. Is it? Okay. So um, let's have a look. 98988, by looking at this table, let's make it bigger. 98988 is occurring only one time, so there is only one course, so we don't want that ID. 00128 is taking two courses, so we want to have the details of that student. 12345 has three courses, so we want details of that. 45678 has one course, so we are not interested in that. 54321 has two courses, CS101 and CS190, so we want details of that student. And 76543 has course ID CS101, and there is only one occurrence. And 98765 is CS101, there's only one occurrence. And 00000 has CS347, and there's only one occurrence. 00001 is CS347, there's only one occurrence. 00128, we have already done that. 12345, we have done that. 76653, there's only one occurrence, so we are not interested in that. 44553 has only one occurrence, and we are not interested in that. So we want to pull out the details of the three IDs. So now we want to pull out the IDs where the count of the IDs is more than 1. So select ID from, so we want IDs where group by ID having count of ID greater than 1. Okay, just a second. So we want all the student IDs that have the count of the IDs more than 1. So that's 00128, 12345 and 54321. Now we want the details of these students, ID, name and the department name. So let's pull out that. So select ID, name, department underscore name from student where ID in this table. We are ID in this table. So student ID 00128, student name Fayo Zeng, department name Computing Science 12345, student name Kim Shankar, department name Computing Science, student ID 54321, student name Tom Williams, department name Computing Science. Now we want to take the union of the two tables. So the first one is the details of the instructor who teaches more than one course in year 2019. Union, the details of the students who has taken more than one course in 2019. So when we run that, we get the union of the two tables. Student ID 00128, name Fayu Zeng, department name Computing Science, ID 10101, name Srinivasan, department name Computing Science, 12345, name Kim Shankar, department name Computing Science, ID 54321, name Tom Williams, department name Computing Science. So in this table, at the moment we haven't, so there are a mix of students and the instructors.